Hello and welcome to the MSTieCast. I'm your host, Toby Mobius.
And I'm Justin.
And this month on the show, we're going to talk a little bit about RiffTrax Live Godzilla, or just it is, I didn't get to go. We're going to discuss a little bit about the Volume 31. And this weekend, if you are attending Dragon Con, you can see who all is going. Joel, Frank, and Trace at Dragon Con. Again, I'm not going to be able to go, but
if you can get to go, you get to go.
And Joel's going to be doing some stuff. They're going to have a few Mystery Science Theater panels. And, yeah, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But first, main story, RiffTrax. RiffTrax Live Godzilla, the 1998 cinematic abomination starring Matthew Broderick and other people.
Yeah.
And like half the cast of The Simpsons.
Yeah, that. I'd forgotten about that. You had Herrisher and who played the cameraman? It was Hank Azaria. And yeah. It's funny. I'd forgotten how much I didn't like this movie because it's been like many years since I even bothered to watch that movie because I didn't like it so much, especially being a Godzilla fan myself. Just their whole attempt to make an American take on him was just such an utter failure, which is why I enjoyed the new one that came out this year much better. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm looking forward to them doing more of that stuff, but. It was a fun time. I don't know if let's say it's their best. It was good. I wouldn't say maybe it was like super awesome. There's lots of good riffing and jokes. I think it's hard to since it's been a few weeks. I can't remember a couple specific ones off the top of my head. I'll try, but they did a really good job of just pointing out how really stupid some of the stuff is, and making good crack jokes at some of the cast. Like one of my favorites for Hank Azaria is like, now I got a star in Smurfs 3 when he doesn't get stomped by Godzilla. I was just like, oh, ouch. But it was good.
I've never felt more bad for a guy not getting stopped on a monster.
And just making fun of the fact that, Matthew Broderick is supposed to be the hero antagonist. That one's character is really not meant to be any kind of like an action. It's like nothing against Matthew Broderick, but it's like I just can't picture him in this kind of movie. That's like here's your hero, folks. Jean Reno was actually more of a badass character, ironically. And I also feel sorry for him because he's actually a good actor too.
Yeah, but, honestly, Godzilla 98 would have been so much better if it was a sequel to War Games. That's the route they should have gone.
Well, I mean, and plus some of the characters in here are horrible. Like the mayor. I think they were onto something when they were pointing out with the riffing how he's supposed to be some kind of like XP of like Roger Ebert with his whole thumbs up and everything, and he's your stereotypical it's all about me kind of politician and only caring about stuff and not really what's going that New York City is going to hell in a handbasket, and just a lot of stupid characters doing stupid things and American military being stupid because the plot requires it. I hate that kind of stuff.
Godzilla hiding
and then
behind
the
a
baby
building.
Godzillas. Yeah, and the baby Godzilla attacks and just. But thankfully it was an enjoyable time. The riffing was good. I'm just glad that they just kind of like because the movie is a good length. They're like no short nothing. Let's just get right into it. Let's keep going. And it was fun. I think I'm kind of looking maybe a little more toward Anaconda because I'll admit, I went to see Anaconda when it came out in theaters with a friend, and I remember how bad that movie is.
Yeah,
And
I've
I think
seen
that's going to be a fun
Anaconda like
one.
once. I've seen it like once. I saw it on TV. I saw it on like Sci-Fi Channel, I think.
Oh,
The movie's
the
bad.
oh yeah, and the '90s CGI they use for the snake at certain points is really bad.
It's it's it's
It really
barely a
is.
step up from the Master Snake from the Doctor Who TV movie. Barely.
Oh, ooh, that's harsh.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a crappy giant animal monster horror film with the kind of cast it has, I mean, they're gonna have a field day. I mean, it's like you got John Voight, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, um, and a couple others. Like before he was famous, Owen Wilson is one of the minor characters.
Anaconda is like if Mystery Science Theater was running on television today, Anaconda would be the movie that would be on it.
Oh, absolutely. It's an all-star cast disaster. It's just bad. It's just a bad movie. So I'm kind of looking forward to that even more than I was Godzilla, frankly, just because that movie is even more suited for riffing. I
Yeah.
mean, not saying that the '98 Godzilla didn't deserve it, but it did because of how bad it is. But this one's even worse. It's like, I mean, while I was watching it, even though it wasn't a good movie, at least I didn't feel pain while I was watching Godzilla. I was just like, this is stupid, and like, this is boring, or this downright sucks. Anaconda's kind of when we were like, okay, I don't know how much I can this.
Save me, RiffTrax.
Yeah, but let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the other riffs I can think of. I haven't just had another time. I think it's just been too long. I should have written some of that down afterwards, but it was still a lot of fun. And I didn't know this until friends of mine pointed out, who are also MST and RiffTrax fans. Uh, apparently, poor Bill Corbett was in extreme pain during the RiffTrax live because he had suffered some, I believe it was like nerve damage, and he was not well, and he was in a lot of pain and could barely see, and he still did the RiffTrax live, and I could barely tell there was anything wrong with him. They kind of pointed out a few kind of things where I was like, okay, I did kind of notice that. Well, he flubbed a few riffs here and there, but wasn't too noticeable. So, and until they showed me like what he said on like I think it was either Twitter or on a blog or something that it's like he basically soldiered through that. So, more love to him for going through extreme comfort just to make sure that the live show went off without a hitch.
Yeah.
Which it's like he took quite some time. He took like a big like sabbatical. I think like a week or so after the live show just to recuperate because how terrible he was feeling. So
Yeah, Bill, man, if you're listening, you're a trooper. Thanks for
yeah,
doing that.
yeah, that's why we love you, Bill. But yeah, it's gonna be fun for Anaconda, and I donated to the Kickstarter that helped get it to the Anaconda goal. So I'm gonna get like a DVD of some of the shorts.
Nice.
I don't think I went up to the $50 because money was tight at the time. But I was like, I gotta at least contribute something, so it felt because like I missed one because they got to Godzilla level in less than 24 hours. It was ridiculous. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me throw in a little bit to help get forward the Anaconda stretch goal. It's like that took a lot of work. That one, it only finally hit the 250,000 just a few days before it was released. So
Have
a
you
lot of people.
have you gotten the DVD yet, or are you
It's
like waiting on it?
it said according to the Kickstarter, I'm not going to receive the DVD until around the time of Anaconda.
Okay.
Because I'm also supposed to get like I think at least one of the MP3s of either Godzilla and or Anaconda, if I remember correctly. I have to look at the Kickstarter.
Well, I asked because, when you get it, you could always come on the show and you can do a little review of it for us.
Yeah, definitely. Because, like, the shorts collection has, like, Case of Spring Fever. So it's like... Okay, yeah. I did the $10, so I'm getting the shorts collection, which has Case of Spring Fever, Re-Riff, Duck and Cover, and Your Fingertips. Yep.
Okay,
so
cool.
Yeah, it was the... Yep.
When is the Anaconda RiffTrax again?
It's gonna be October 30th, so just before Halloween.
Okay. I may or may not be around when it comes out, but where I'm gonna be in Chicago that weekend probably for YomaCon. And maybe I can duck out of the con and go see it, depending on if I even go. And if I don't, I can do it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the shorts collection in November, so right after the Anaconda is done with, which makes sense. I mean, it's like because if I contributed during like the Godzilla, I would have probably gotten some stuff by now. But since I was for the Anaconda, that's why it's gonna like wait for a while, which is no big deal. It's like I don't mind.
Speaking of conventions, this weekend it's Dragon Con.
Yes.
It's Dragon Con right now. If you're listening to this today, Friday.
Yeah, it kind of officially starts on Thursday, right?
Yeah, but if you're listening to this on Friday, when this episode is going to go up, then tonight, I believe Joel is doing Riffing Myself on Saturday, but today at 8:30 p.m. Fred Attacks. Fred presents Attack of the Celebrity Improv, a Fast and Furious game of improvised comedy like The Hunger Games, but with more laughs and fewer arrows, featuring Trace and Frank. Saturday at 2:30, Joel will be doing Riffing Myself. Saturday at 8:30 p.m., Trace will be among the players on Gonzo Quiz Show 5, The Quizzing. Sunday, 11:30 a.m., MST3K Real Crime Court is in session as MST3K's own defend their cinematic guilty pleasures. All three guys will take part, Joel, Trace, and Frank. Sunday at 4 p.m., Comedy Writing, a discussion about the art of writing comedy with those who have done so professionally. Trace and Frank will be on that panel. Sunday at 8:30 p.m., Frank and Joel participate in Gonzo Quiz Show 6, Quizopolis. And Monday at 10 a.m., You Know More Than We Do, a Mystery Science Theater trivia game where no answer is too obscure or accurate, and you'll be the judge. Trace and Frank are scheduled to participate. Thank you to Satellite News and Sampo in particular for posting that on, and I'm sorry for basically taking what you guys wrote.
I don't think I will.
I think I mind. Friday night they're doing MST3K Night 2, Ye Medieval Boogaloo. So enjoy that if you're in the Atlanta area and can attend Dragon Con. I can't because I'm broke, and Dragon Con is very expensive.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest cons in the country, so...
Yeah. They like shut down so much of Atlanta for Dragon Con because it brings so much money to the city.
Oh, I'm sure.
So many nerd dollars.
Yeah. But, for people who are gonna go, definitely don't miss Joel for myself. Having seen it myself when he came to Rochester last year, it's really awesome. And, he's just awesome in person. So, that's definitely a must. Don't miss that.
All right. And we were also going to discuss Volume 31.
Yes, Turkey Day edition.
The Turkey Day collection.
Just kind of, it's kind of weird that the episodes are really not associated with Turkey Day. I think they're just doing the Turkey Day theme because it's coming out in November. And especially since Joel started redoing the MSTieCast marathons on Turkey Day, which thankfully last year's was such a success. He's going to do it again this year, and so that's something to look forward to. Come Turkey Day time, new MST3K box set and marathon with Joel. Can't go wrong with you.
Plus, if you order it from shoutfactor.com, you will receive a free MST3K Volume 31 slipcase, free exclusive coasters, and free shipping.
Yes, and you'll get it 3 weeks early.
Yes.
So
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly. It's a pretty fun lineup. I was kind of happy that they finally got the Screaming Skull with Robot Ruffus, which makes me so happy.
Yes.
Oh, the Gumby Short is so awesome.
There'll be some great bonus features, episode intros by Joel, bumper to bumper, Turkey Day through the years, undercooked and overstuffed inside the Turkey Day Marathon, Gumby and Clokey short, and more.
Yeah, and a little bit about making a Screaming Skull, and interview with one of the actors from Squirm. So yeah, the full lineups: Squirm, Screaming Skull, Jungle Goddess, and the Painted Hills. Lassie.
Yeah. Yes, hopefully I can pick this up, paycheck willing, because I need to get more of these. I have one, and I need more.
We all need more. Money. It's money from me has gone elsewhere, so I haven't been able to buy the last 2 sets. Not since the 25th anniversary set was the last one I was able to buy. So I've missed like the last 2 sets just because I haven't had the money to be able to afford to purchase it. It's like, not that I'm broke, but money is tight, so I have to make decisions.
Yeah, life finds a way. Oh man, RiffTrax Godzilla. Not sure. If RiffTrax Jurassic Park in theaters would be amazing.
Hey, it's like, you never know. It could be a possibility.
That would be great down the line, especially with the new one coming out.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's Jurassic World. I don't know. I have to admit, it's like, because Jurassic Park, they just got where, like, 2 is not that great, and then 3 is, ugh.
3 is the definition of popcorn movie.
Yeah, 3 is like one of those, like, this is a really bad sequel.
Yeah. Oh, and on that note, rest in peace, Richard Attenborough.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
Yeah, died earlier this week. Misties will remember him for Mike's impersonation in episode 1001, or I always say 1001, even though it's not. 1001 Soul Taker.
Oh, really? Okay.
Welcome to the satellite of love. Richard Attenborough.
Yeah. It's like I didn't really know like just what kind of prolific guy he was. It's like because like when I was a kid, I just remember. Oh yeah, he's the guy in Jurassic Park. It's like he had quite a film career both in front of and behind the camera. I mean, he directed Gandhi. It's like I won Academy Award for that. So it's like
My fondest memory of him as a child is the Miracle on 34th Street remake where he played Santa.
Oh, yes.
He was so perfect in that role. Like, that's one of those movies I watch every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally forgot he did that.
So, I mean, I like the original, but I really like his performance in the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so the official release date for Volume 31 Turkey Day Edition is the 25th of November.
25th of November. So, if y'all want it, I recommend getting the pre-order from Shout Factory.
Mm-hmm. It'll be cool seeing. I like I hope that bump department means that they're going to have a lot of the Turkey Day bumpers from over the years. Those are a lot of fun. It's like we did a couple. We went over that last year. Some of those bumpers, like I still love. Which year was it that Frank was having to eat a turkey per movie?
That was second year, I believe.
That was year. Yeah, that was the second year. Those are my favorites.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So I hope that and some other stuff is on there. They'll be fun.
Yeah, and if either of us pick that up, we can always do a review of it for the show because we kind of exhausted our Turkey Day thing last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But I mean, this year we'll have this DVD and we'll have the Joel. And honestly, if all the bumpers are on the DVD, that'll be great because it'll be nice to have them in a higher definition than like
YouTube.
20-year-old tapes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Because it's nice that they're on YouTube, but some of the quality is pretty rough.
Yeah, it's like now that I can watch them now that I can watch Mystery Science Theater on Netflix and Hulu, it's like I can't go back to watching it on YouTube in bad quality.
And
it's
plus
DVD or bust.
Yeah, and plus the only Turkey Day stuff that we've seen on DVD was when they did Night of the Blood Beast way back on Volume 16, because and you had all the Turkey Day stuff. You actually had both the Turkey Day version of the episode and then the re-release of the non-Turkey Day bumper version, and all the bumpers from the marathon that year leading up to Night of the Blood Beast, which was really nice. So it's nice that they're doing something like that again. So kudos, Shout. That's why you're awesome.
Everyone loves Shout Factory.
Oh yeah. I'm loving what they're doing with the Scream label too. They're releasing a lot of like really cool classic sci-fi horror movies. Like their re-release of The Day Live that came out a while ago on Blu-ray is glorious.
I need to pick that up at some point.
Oh, it's excellent. It looks really nice on Blu-ray, and it's got some really nice features too. So
awesome. Well, I think that about does it for this episode of the MSTieCast. Do you have any final bits to say?
No. Just hopefully maybe people Godzilla caught the replay, and they're probably going to eventually release a MP3 riff of it since they can't do a VOD for it. Same with they're probably because they've already said so, and they're doing one for Anaconda as well.
Yeah, I will definitely pick up the MP3 of the Godzilla one and just watch it, and I'll find like a copy of it somewhere. I'm sure I can find it at Goodwill.
It'll be interesting to see if they change any of the riffs between the live version and the studio one. That'd be good to know. I'm always curious about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that wraps it up. So I'm Toby Mobius.
And I'm Justin Toner.
And this has been the MSTieCast. Rawr.
Rawr.
Now, poopy.